Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at another One Piece Run 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 figure, and this is the Run 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 Uta. Following a similar trend to the previous release, which was the Yamato, we are not getting the Straw Hats right now for the One Piece line. And the Run 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 line is loosely based on an end credits sequence early on in the anime, which predominantly had the Straw Hats running, and we've gotten Luffy, Zoro, Yamato, and now Uta. The next release will be Law, and then after that Sanji. So it's a little awkward that half of the line so far are Straw Hats versus either movie characters or late series characters. So it's just a little bit awkward. I would have preferred the line to just sort of start out in a somewhat chronological order based on how they acquired them or how they joined the crew. But it is what it is. And this is the Run 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 Uta. Now, I haven't watched Film Red. I'm not far enough in the series yet to watch that movie safely without spoilers, so I just vaguely know that she's connected to Shanks and Luffy, and I like her design. The Run 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 figures so far have been quite good, and I think Uta does fit in there quite well. Her box is designed pretty much exactly the same as all the other Run 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 figures, just a clear window to the front, promo images along the sides and back. Much like the Zoro in the line, Uta is practically just a static figure, like there's no swappable accessory or gimmick, unless you want to take out the clear peg that's holding up her leg, but otherwise the figure is pretty much just static, just has a ball joint at the head like the rest of the line. So taken out of the box, you can see here's Uta, and she looks really, really good. It's a fairly simple outfit and design, but I think it works quite well. I think the style of her hair works really, really well as well to break up the figure and design, and I think that her hair is the most iconic part of her as a character, which is why that's pretty much the most consistent thing that you see across all media of her. But the details are nice, the colours are vibrant, the base is quite well designed. I think it's the island that Luffy grew up on. I'm just assuming that, just based on the vague knowledge that I have of her origins. And it's all nicely detailed, looks good. And there's nothing too crazy going on in this. It is slightly similar to the Luffy, how she's running along the sand, so I like that there's a little bit of consistency across both figures. And her pose and expression are quite good as well. I like the little up to no good smirk expression and her little gripping scary hands. I think that looks nice. One thing that I will say, even though she does have a ball joint like the other figures in the Run 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 line, it's sort of similar to the Yamato where her hair gets in the way. So I think it's a little more extreme in this case just because of how her hair is structured. It does limit posability quite a bit unless you were to, say, remove the head entirely and just replace it in a different orientation. But it still is enough to change the feel of the figure just enough to make it feel fresh or make it look like she's looking directly at the camera. But there are no paint issues, the colours are nice and vibrant and clean, all of the detail work is immaculate. So far, Mega House have done a very good job with this line. I don't have that much to talk about really, just because I think that the design is rather simple but works, and there's not a lot to talk about in that case, especially since I have no attachment to the character at all. At least for the Yamato, I did have a vague attachment to the character because their design I found very eye-catching and interesting, and them sort of replicating that in a smaller form was good, and it also had gimmicks, whereas this Uta is pretty much a static figure. Yes, you can move the head, but it's not enough to really call it a gimmick or anything like that. And I know that a lot of the stuff that makes Uta more special are her costumes and abilities in the actual movie, because as an idol she'd have multiple costumes, can have musical effects and things like that. There are some nice figures already that do that, and there is a really beautiful Portrait of Pirates figure coming out that does that as well. So it's sort of hard to capture that part of that character in this figure, but it is what it is, and it is a nice addition to the line. I had already committed myself to collecting the rest of the Run 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 figures, as long as it's still like feasible to do so, depending on how long they decide to continue doing this. But as it is, it's another nice addition to the line, and I just really want some more Straw Hats. I just want something that I can speak about more freely, just because I still have a long way to go until I catch up to One Piece. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time.